Many of us have palms in our landscape and perhaps give them little care, but are they carefree plants? Let's ask a professional. I'm at the Dr. Phillips Foundation today with Bruce Bachan from Carole King Landscaping. And Bruce, you maintain all these palms, don't you?
Yes, we're fortunate to have worked for the Dr. Phillips Company for a long time now.
And tell me, these palms look really good to me today, and tell me, which ones are we looking at here?
Well, Celeste, these are foxtail palms, and they're a palm that usually is susceptible to cold damage. But in this courtyard where they're protected, they actually have done a fabulous job and are flourishing.
They are flourishing, but they're not totally carefree, are they?
No, they're not. They require good fertilization, a good micronutrient package, a little bit of pruning yearly, and then you have to take the seed pods out so that they don't make a mess in the landscape.
And the seed pod removal really can be done at any time.
Anytime, absolutely.
So you have some other palms down here, and all palms have special nutritional needs, don't they?
Yes, they do. Palm trees need a good balanced palm fertilizer, but they also need to have a miner's package that can include whatever a soil sample might dictate or whatever the canopy might show you. Boron, magnesium, manganese, there can be several things that they need.
So palms really, they're plants that have nutritional needs that really must be met, because what happens if the palm does get yellow fronds on it and I just cut them off?
Well, if you cut them off, you're not going to necessarily address what's going wrong with the palm tree. And with the sandy soils that we have here in Central Florida, you've got to be constantly feeding them to take care of whatever they might require.
And so just pruning off alone isn't going to ever solve the problem of the nutritional deficiencies. And yours are showing, they really look like they're being well fertilized and being taken care of. And I'm sure when they do lose a frond or two. So can other things make the leaves turn brown or yellow?
Well, depending on the type of palm, you can have cold damage, you can have fungal problems that get into the palms. As you know, you can have the Ganoderma problems and some of the other things that have come into the market in the last couple of years.
So they're really not totally carefree plants. They do need some care. You know, the watering is probably not too difficult with palms.
No, the palms don't require a great deal of water, and you got to remember that there are a wide number of palms and many of them are not indigenous. So that also adds to the challenge of properly taking care of them and meeting their requirements.
And even our native palms, like the cabbage palm and the sable palm, they need care as well.
Absolutely. They don't need as much care, but they require good feeding, they require proper pruning, and they require good drainage almost all the time.
So we just have to be careful with some, like the foxtail palm, where it is cold sensitive, you know, making sure if it's not in a protected area, you know, we do get the freeze, it may succumb.
Well, you know, the new buzzword is right plant, right location, and always ask a professional what palm will best suit the needs of a property and the environment.
Bruce Bachan, Carole King Landscaping, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge about Florida palms with me today.
Thank you, Celeste. It was my pleasure.
Palms are a great addition to any landscape. They are tough, they're durable, and they're a Florida-friendly landscaping plant.